What's up, everybody? How's everybody doing today? What is it, Wednesday, September 19th, 2018? My name is BigChonis. You guys can find me on Twitter. I'm at BigChonis. These are all my best ideas. I take technical analysis very seriously. I am a crypto trader, an investor, a mentor, a chart psychologist. Please do your own research. So I want to reiterate, I still have some openings for September still for my one-on-one mentoring. It's a great way to get up your game and learn some basic TA skills, no matter what level you are of a trader or experience you may have in crypto. Any interest in this, please feel free to DM me on Twitter or send me an email at bigchonis@gmail.com. All right, couple things here about some of my tweets recently. We were watching Bitcoin longs falling, Bitcoin shorts were rising as of yesterday. Same thing with Ethereum. We were watching at longs, the opposite actually. Well, they were both actually in this all-time high region, and but at the time, shorts looked like they actually had topped off, and longs looked like they were actually flagging bullishly. So we'll check in that as well, and we'll also see if we have any gaps currently on the BTC CME futures. Remember, CBOE futures expire today, 9/19. I think they actually expire in a couple hours. I want to say 4 or 4:30 on the east coast of the USA. So you might see some interesting action there. We also are watching currently the price of Bitcoin falling as we get closer to those happening. Now we have been seeing on the 4-hour chart here. Basically, this is basically the past day's worth, day and a half, basically, of movement here. We had this run up here after our bottoming, our most recent bottoming here earlier in September. We actually able to bring us higher in this nice move here, topped off, put in lower highs, broke very bearish here on a very high volume candle. Let me pull my volume up. Oh, of course, not on this chart here. It's on my other chart. Come on. We can use Coinbase. That's fine. Actually, let's not go to Coinbase. Let's use, for talking about volume, we got to talk about Bitfinex. Come on. There we go. Okay. So let's pull up our volume bars here. And there we go. And we also constantly like to watch our volume bars in relation to the candles that are created by them. Now, this is our current 4-hour candle, and we still have an hour, 15 minutes to go in this candle. Okay, so what do we know already about it? Well, it's already surpassed the previous hour's candle, which was a green candle. So we have more volume currently in this 4-hour candle with still an hour left to go, and it's very bearish right now with very little wick so far. So we are going to have a higher than normal 4-hour candle that's shaping up to be actually very bearish. Now, once again, our most recent low is 62.02. And did we break that? 62.09. So for the moment, we're putting in a higher low, but yikes. So what happens next? Well, listen, we've been flirting with 6K, right, for several days here, looking for that follow through. Something I did kind of notice, this really crappy looking head and shoulders. I'm just going to draw it briefly and then just forget about it because I don't like the structure of this, but just so it's brought up, we clearly have some sort of a shoulder, some sort of a neckline here, and some sort of a right shoulder. You know, it's not the best looking one. Remember, the head does not have to be a point. It can be an area. This is clearly an area where we found that resistance. Our left shoulder definitely wasn't a build-up. It was more of a started very high and came down low. And our right shoulder, you know, not as comparably high, but pretty close to our left shoulder here. So I'm fine with our shoulders, and I'm kind of fine with our head action here. Who doesn't like some good head action? And if we use our head from our head to our neckline, and if we're going to find out what kind of a bearish break would look like, again, where's our neckline? Yeah, it's basically here. You know, 58, 50, 58, 50, 50, which basically means, where do we bottom there? Well, we bottomed at 58.50 here as well in the mid-August there. That's interesting. So that could put us with another test of this area here. And that's Possibility. Now remember, the low for 2018 is not 58.50. It's actually back here in June where we actually touched 57.50s. Okay, so 57.50s right over here is currently our low of the year. Now I was looking at with a student actually of mine earlier in the day. We were talking about this correlation between this move here we had in Bitcoin and this current move we have in Bitcoin. And there's two kind of views to go about this. I'm kind of just hiding my indicators for now. So what do we have here? We have a bear break with some sort of a consolidation area here, other bear break, a little inverse, uh, kind of inverse BART action we had right here. Okay, then once we broke the neckline, we had a bullish break here. Okay, followed by another pullback with a current higher low. So if we go back here, the price action that we had back in June, what do we see here? Well, we see we actually had this consolidation after a bearish break. We had a rising wedge, similar to this rising wedge, okay? We had a top off. We had a bear break, and we put in a higher low. Then we actually ran up here, okay, very bullishly. So, similar, right? Here's our wedge. We broke bearish, putting a higher low. Still kind of doing some chop here like we are right now, maybe, right? And then we put in this nice bull pop here. Now, this possibility, except we're not really in the same spot we are then. Now, are we? So let's look where we are if it is in relation here. So we should be down in this area right here. Now, price-wise, we are literally exactly the same, right? We bottomed here around 71.20, right? Sorry, 61.20. We bottomed here around 62.20. Okay, so more or less $100 off here. Notice our RSI on the 4-hour in that time period was down here in the 30s. Now it's down in the mid 30s, okay? Note our stochastic then, okay, was actually still very toppy. Here it's actually much lower, but also notice that our MACD was much higher than, okay? Actually, I'm sorry, take that back. We're here, right? So our MACD was bottoming and coming up here. Here we're kind of bottoming and kind of coming up here, okay? So what's the difference here? What is one thing that really stands out? That's my OBV. It's my on balance volume. Look at that. Same price, more or less. Actually, take that back. We're actually have a higher price than we did then. But look at that. We have a much lower on balance volume. Okay. Our OBV here was at the 49 area from this indicator when the price of Bitcoin was at around $6,200. Okay. The OBV now is at the 38 area when the price of Bitcoin is around $6,200. Okay, that's bearish. Less Bitcoin is being held in the market right now on a lower money flow standpoint. We're also seeing the CMF is relatively the same, still sub that zero line once again. And our volume is kind of more or less the same as well, although I know our daily volume is less than it was in these areas here. So the OBV is one of those indicators that really stands out, where once again we have a very similar price in Bitcoin with, I'd say, a fairly significantly lower OBV. And that's another bearish signal there, that the market is weaker than the price is currently letting on. What is holding us down right now? Well, again, in our 4-hour chart, we're going to look at some of our indicators here. Now, note our EMAs here. We have my EMA 12, we have my EMA 26, and my EMA 55. So once we were able to break above my 12, the 26, we wicked off here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're on our 8th day of the EMA 26 resistance. And that's pretty spot on there, right? And we're on our 2nd day of now back to EMA 12 resistance. Remember, we were able to break bullishly here, down, down, up. 2 days we were above it here. 2 days we were below it here. Now we're on a 3rd day below it. So it was acting as brief support. Now again, all three consistent resistance here. 4-hour Bollingers. Remember, I put a tweet out a couple days ago about how tight the 4 hours in comparison to other 4-hour tightening events. Now, how tight were we here? We're pretty tight. Go to price action here. So from a spacing standpoint, we were within 2% of the price on the 4-hour Bollingers. And the couple times I had found back in the past where we had been that tight, we had broken bearishly. And sure enough, we broke bearishly once again, allowing our 4 hours to spread out into this current pattern. Notice we still have middle BB rejections here as well. We got to get over the middle BB if we want to test these higher areas, and right now we're finding this rejection. Note our lower BB is currently at 61.59 and angled downward. Now both of our Bollingers are currently angled downward here, angled bearishly. Our volume, nothing crazy here. I mean, we talk about some of this really nasty volume here. Our buy up here, very lackluster buy volume. Okay, this sell off, it's a decent volume candle. This is the 4-hour bit, the next, decent, something comparable to this candle here. Okay, and when that happened, we dropped a lot in our RSI. We allowed our Stochastic to reset. We definitely fell in our MACD. MACD rejected here. Okay, had two opportunities to cross bullishly here. Right, we're looking for that crossover. Right, trailing indicator, leading indicator. Our histogram was rising, about to go plus, right? Nope, fake out, rejection, rejection, rejection. Hockey puck against the ring, rejection, rejection, okay? Double bearish sign there. So we've had two chances to break bearish. Hasn't happened yet. It's interesting. Once again, turning negative on the CMF. And I've always been watching, back to auto here, pull this down. Oh, I have a chart here, don't I? No. Yeah, a little bit. We keep putting these lower highs in our chocolate money flow, even though we're putting in slightly higher highs in our price action. Sorry, not chocolate money flow, on balance volume. So this is the bearish divergence I keep on referring to and keep on seeing. Whew. All right, let me take a drink here. 1 second, please. And let me say what up to everybody in the chat room. Who do we got here? Billa Great, Molly the French Bulldog, Jeanette Crypto, M Hulls, Crypto Street Lead. What's up, Jay Stroud? Miguel Confish, G Schlevesky Anad, B7 Oaks, Chelsea00, Dens Vandenbergen, Swartz88, Sammy Isaac, what's up, buddy? Hey Ryan, G479, 88 Milk London, James Ashmore. Thank you guys. 128 of my closest friends here in the chat room. All right, let's take a look at a couple other things. Let's go to our daily, right? Daily Bitcoin. Let's get rid of a bunch of our drawings. Hey Holly, what's up, Shadow11? Thanks, Sammy. Appreciate it, bud. So daily chart, okay? So, we had, let me get really zoomed in here so we can see these very clearly. Come on. Okay, so these are our daily candles here, okay? So we had this was actually a bullish candle here, okay? It was more of another bottom hammer, okay? Nice green candle. This was kind of a indecision doji combined with a bullish engulfing, which allowed this nice bullish Maribozu, okay, with a little wick, followed by a spinning top here, followed by a shooting star, followed by a hanging man, followed by just a bearish red-ass candle here, okay, with a decent enough bottom wick to allow the stability of the past 3 days here. So our candle closes, we're holding in the 6250 area. Okay, but look at this double wick here currently on our daily chart. Okay, we talk about tweezer tops. Okay, we like to see tweezer tops at the top of a trend, but they can also be continuations of the end of a reset move. And right now, this is kind of tweezer top-ish, even though we're not at the top of an uptrend. Once again, very clean. We're basically off by a couple bucks here where we both wicked out, okay? And, we closed here, we opened here. So it's very specific on where we're kind of finding that strong resistance. And currently we have a bearish engulfing candle currently on this daily chart, unless we can pull up at least 62.53 before the end of the day. And we still have like 5 more hours to go on that as well. So still plenty of time for that to happen. Hey, Robin. Hello from Rome. Civic Romanus. All right. So that's our daily candles. Where are we in terms of, actually I'm going to jump to our weekly because I know why I have these lines here. And this is this descending wedge that we keep watching here. And this is, we're so close here. Look at this. We're so freaking close. Because if we play this out as an A, B, C, D, and normally the E wave, okay, it stalls out. It doesn't touch, it can touch this here, but mostly it touches here, okay? It gets truncated, the E wave. And right now it could have been truncated, and now it's right there. And what we're watching for, this line to break, and this line breaks, we break bearish, you know? So this has to hold. Now we could back test it, right? And then break bearish. We tend to see that back test happen a lot, you know? So right now the weekly RSI is setting up kind of like that. And go back to our daily. And we are 38. A little bit of a lower low here. Finding that support line. Where's my horizontal here? Right there. So yeah, we have history here where we break it, we touch it, back test it, but we're going on a triple back test now of this line. And now, you know, daily, currently we're breaking through it. But again, we have to wait for this kind of confirmation, which means we're breaking bearish now on Bitcoin, aren't we? Hello. Let's go into the 5-minute and take a look at the tick by tick here. So, okay, we're really spreading out now on Bitcoin's price action here. We're watching our volume bar. We have 3 minutes left in this 5-minute candle. We'll just watch this here and kind of see what kind of a dump this actually is here. And more importantly, right? More importantly, how much of this actually gets bought up. So, hello, Michael Falkenstein. Daryl Strawberry says hi. Okay, a big fan of Daryl. Hello, Jane. Hello, Miguel Confish. So we're watching the volume. And we're watching the volume bar with the candle. Now again, the 5-minute candle, I'm not really, you know, the candle's not going to say a lot, but really it's the volume on this low time frame. Really, it's the volume we're watching. We're seeing what kind of volume we're finding here. We're seeing what kind of price action. Wow, this is quite a dump here, isn't this, right? What did we just dump here? 100 and something dollars here. Okay, so let's start looking at other indicators to see what oversold really means. Let me hide this here. Let me auto it out. Let me go out to a 15, be a little clearer. And I'm kind of, so first thing to note, we're very low below the Bollinger. Okay, very high volume here. Our RSI on the 15-minute is at 12. Good Lord. Look at that, fell off a cliff there. Now, 15-minute RSI can be a 10, right? Remember, a bottoming RSI does not mean a bottoming price. You can put in a higher low on an RSI and a lower low on a price. Okay, our Stoke on the 15 has just begun its reset. Remember, it can stay down here for a little bit. Okay, this is about timing issues here. And our MACD definitely just fell off a cliff bearish, as well as our Chalkin. Okay, so we're watching this wick here on the 15, which is just about to close, and we're seeing how much of this is bought up. Now, this is a little bit of a mercy bounce here because that was pretty quick, but the big question here is about continuation. We're just about to close the hour, okay? So I'm kind of looking at my hourly candle and see what the heck just happened here. Whoa! That's a big candle. Now we're watching the wick. Okay, closed. All right, yeah, see, this wasn't a big buy up here. This was a dump. This was not up. None of this was bought. I don't like this wick here. Massive. There's a lot of volume there. That's a big ass candle there. When was the last time we had a big hourly candle like that? Back on the 6th. Back here, when we started our dump, we had a candle like that. That was big. Yeah, this isn't over yet. I don't think this is over yet at all. So looking for now hourly. Are we oversold yet on the hourly RSI? Not really. All right, we were down as low as 15 over here. Well, I bet you we just got a bunch of whale calls, right? Capitulating longs. Oh, which reminds me, we definitely need to take a look at the longs and shorts. All right, so keep an eye on Bitcoin um, in the chat room there. I'm going to go over to longs and shorts, and we're going to take a look here at to what's happening in the longs and shorts while this is dumping. Actually, you know what? Let's do a triple screen. Triple screen. All right, so we got Bitcoin hourly chart. I'm going to zoom in to the 15-minute chart, get a little more of a hotter action here. Tilray, hey, yeah, Tilray today, right? Marijuana stock, are you freaking kidding me? That hit 300, oh my good lord. Okay, this is a parabolic move. This is what Bitcoin did, right? 20K. This will be fun to chart over the next few days because this thing here has unwind written all over it. You know, unprecedented move here. This is a Bitcoin 20K move right here, right? We've seen this chart before. Definitely, definitely got to go back to this one. Fascinating, just a fascinating case study, really, in a parabolic move. Let's see if it plays out the way Bitcoin's been playing out. But I wanted to go on, so we got Bitcoin shorts here. Yeah, there you go. So shorts are buying into this. See, they're loading into this. And we go to Bitcoin longs on chart number 3. Come on. In longs, on the hourly, oh, I want to go to a higher time. Well, no, I go to 4 hour. So longs, we'll go to the 4 hour. Yeah, so longs are starting to get a little loady, and then Bitcoin shorts, we'll get to the 4 hour. Okay, so Bitcoin's dumping. We have shorts rising. Okay, oh, we're getting close to all-time high again. This could be it. So they're loading into this bearishness in Bitcoin. Now watch the longs here. They're kind of hedging their bets a little bit here too, because they're also rising into this as well. Wow, this is going to be fascinating. Now we're not overextended in either capacity. I might have to go to a higher time frame here. Oh, you can just get it there. Okay, so look at right here, April 11th. We all remember April 11th and the almighty short squeeze. Okay, 40,000 was where we were. Wow, that's too much there. Okay, and now look at that. We're at 39,000. We topped off at 39, 39.4, 39. Okay. Again, we're on the 15-minute here, okay? Now watch these wicks. Watch this volume profile. We just started this candle. Again, we're just oversold here, you know? I mean, we're way outside the Bollinger on the 15, okay? 2 hour, they were tight. Let's go to our 4 hour Bollingers. They've been key for telling us what's going on here. Look at that. We broke through the 4 hour, but they're wide here, okay? They're wide here. They're really widening now. Let's see where our daily Bollingers are and where the price action is sitting here. Yeah, there's still a lot of room here between now and just touching our lower BB on our daily chart. So that's of note. So we're seeing this little bearish move in Bitcoin. Not that little, actually. That was quite significant, okay? I don't have any faith yet in this bounce here. I really don't, except for just being a little oversold on some lower term indicators. But we're definitely seeing short contracts, right, are loading into this. And we're seeing some longs kind of hedging their bets here and also loading into this. So there's really a battle here about what's going to happen. Now, they both can rise at the same time for their own individual reasons here. But the way, I mean, longs have been so oversold here, they actually have a little bit of room to move. Now, notice what they're hitting resistance on. The longs are for the first time touching the EMA 12, and that's an area where I expect initial resistance, and clearly that's where it's hitting on the 4 hour chart. So that's notable. That's very notable. Our shorts have been basically consolidating here, preparing for this move, and just the way that this pattern's playing out, this setup is showing that this is prepared to do just that. You know, And then we have the price action of Bitcoin here on the 15-minute with very large 2 back-to-back candle volume here. And how much of this is having to do with the CBOEs expiring, in I think it's a couple hours, or I think it's an hour from now. So again, we're right on time. We're seeing some kind of volatility going on about now, and this is significant. This is real. Whew. Okay, so what are we looking at here? Oh yeah. See, again, we're going lower here. We're just going lower. Let's go back to our one screen here. Keep an eye on those shorts there. Keep an eye on those shorts. Shorts are rising. Okay, actually, you know what? Let's do this. Go to a two screener. Okay, and I want to talk about Ethereum. 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 Okay, so now we're sub. Bitfinex. We are back under 200. Barely under $200 there. Big cluster of volume. I want to pull up my Bollingers. There we go. So this is my 4-hour Bollingers. Now look at how much resistance, okay, our middle BB played in this breakdown here. The price, once it broke through it, was not able to get back up. We have a confluence of my 55, my 12 and 26 EMAs there preventing that. Why have my candles hollow? There we go. 4-hour candle. There's a lot of volume in this candle. There's a lot of volume in this candle. Remember, we have 1 more hour left to go in this candle, and that is some volume, which means this wick is very important. Okay, how much of this very bearish volume candle here can get bought up and show that. Now remember, Bitcoin broke bearish. We're seeing the bearish break here on Ethereum. Ethereum still has a current higher low, right? That break in Bitcoin actually gave it a lower low. Right, interesting. So Bitcoin has a lower low. Ethereum still barely has a higher low. Okay, so Ethereum right now is slightly a little more bullish in the chart, or at least lagging in its bearishness. I bet you we could probably see that in terms of the ET. Yeah, we're only down 1% on the ETC comparison. And we're down almost 3% in Bitcoin price. Yeah, so we're seeing that little bit of a bullish divergence in the ETC BTC. That's why the break hasn't been as fierce. And we saw some nice bullish divergence in ETH BTC when we bottomed and had a nice bounce in Ethereum. It brought us a 30% bounce, right? Where Bitcoin only brought us, what, 6, 7, 8% bounce? So ETH was clearly the better play there, but now, how much of that bullish divergence can hold? And, once again, we're there. Quick look at Litecoin here. Compared to Ethereum. Again, Ethereum still holding a higher low there. Litecoin, Litecoin's breaking bearish now and putting in a lower low similar to what Bitcoin did there in the most recent low. Remember, still have a higher low here. Still have for Litecoin as well a higher low from back in our low a couple days ago. No, actually no, because that's I'm on the 15-minute. I'm sorry. Duh. So yeah, everything's breaking bearish now. Ethereum, remember 194, right? Ethereum was its most recent low. So if we break below 192, we break the equilibrium of the higher low, and then we're talking about potentially another retest of our 168 area. We got to hold 192. That would not be good if Ethereum breaks below 192. It would really not be good if Litecoin gets back into the 140s again. Oh, sorry, the 40s again. Oh, remember the 140s of Litecoin? It seems so long ago. All right, one last look at Bitcoin. And oh yeah, Bitcoin futures. I wanted to talk a little bit about the CME futures. And let's go to a higher time frame. Let's go to our hourly. Do we have any gaps in the chart? We didn't yesterday, but let's see if this bearish move brought us any new gaps in the chart. I'm kind of get rid of my Bollingers for just a moment. Remember, we're way outside our Bollingers on our hourly there. So, a little. Wow, we're following the friendlies, not so friendly skies here. Okay, so hourly chart. Remember, we have this gap here. We filled it here. We have this little gap here. We filled it here. All this looks clean, and all of this looks clean. Remember, the wicks count. Okay, there's no gap here, right? Because the wick, this candle gapped, but it opened within the wick, so there's no gap here. So I see 0 gaps currently on the 1-hour CME futures contracts. Remember, if I saw a gap up here, I would expect that it'd have to get filled. So I'd have a little more bullish optimism that we'd have to get up here. I don't see any gaps up here, any gaps higher than the current price action here. So that doesn't give me a lot of faith that we found some kind of interesting move there. One last check here on Bitcoin's price action. Oh, again, we're flirting with that 6150 area. Okay, people were looking for this bullish break. It's continuation. Remember, I'm on the hourly chart now. Okay, very tight body here. We're finding we're just spinning top. We just opened the hour though. Okay, a lot of stuff's going on here. Let's do what else should we do here? What else should we do? Should we do a count? Let's do an extension count. Let's say, hypothetically, oops, no, I didn't want to do that. I want to do this. That was our top. This is 2. This is all 3. Maybe this was 4. Are we in a 5th? Are we in a 5th? Well, let's do some fibbing. And no, that's not the one I wanted. So what kind of extension do we have of wave 1 to wave 3? So based on wave 1, we had an extension of, I think that's a 786. I think I erased it though. 1786. Boom, boom, to the money. So we had a 1786 extension of wave 1, okay, which means it was decently extended. And now we have our 5 here. So what is our extension currently of our 5th wave? And that is right between the 618 and the 786. So right there is where we could potentially consider this a completed down correction of what? What are we talking about here? Of the beginning of what? A major, a larger, so we B here and then C. So is this the beginning of a B wave before we start another C wave down? It could be, but the reason we're finding a little bit of support here is because of that ratio and the 618 to 786 confluence zone, which we see, us Fibonacci's see as areas we constantly seem to hit. And this time, no exception. So, whoa. What just happened there? What just happened there? I'm fib crazy here. What just happened there? Let's go to their 5-minute chart. We had a little spike here. Was that a stop loss hunter? Oh, come on. My fib's all nuts here. Hold on, I'm on the wrong chart. Let me go back to... Wow, is this a fake and bake before the futures close? They're still not open yet. Oh, my computer's lagging like crazy right now. Come on. There we go. All right, what the heck was that? Wow, did I just really mark the 786 fib completion of that move there? And then this is that up 5-minute, 5-minute. Wasn't a lot of volume behind that. That was interesting. How far did we jump that quickly there, didn't we? Remember I said we were oversold, so we're short-term oversold bounces to get us back into a little more of a healthier stance. 1 hour. Oh, interesting wicks here on the 1 hour too. Again, remember this is tough. We're 15 minutes into this hourly candle here. This is just where there's plenty of time on this candle here. We could have just created a massive upper wick, right? That could get sold off here and blown through. So this could still be a trap here. But wow, that was a nice bounce there. Okay. But how much of a DC bounce is this? You know what I mean? Dead cat bounce. Remember, hourly, we were way outside our hourly Bollingers. Okay, way outside. Okay, so look where we're currently finding our resistance now, right? On the outside, on the bearish side of our lower Bollinger right now. Okay, that's significant. Watch our volume here, hourly chart. Watching our volume. Volume will tell you how real the move is here. Okay, let's look at other indicators here. Definitely had a nice V bottom in our OBV. Okay, money flow did come in there. And definitely some sort of a little tweezer here. And definitely our RSI came up from the depths in that move as well. How exciting. Whoa. Look at that Bitcoin there, huh? Guys, give me 1 second here. Sorry about that. I'm back. So wow. Okay, so we're watching this here. Watching our volume and watching our two bottom candles here. So right now, we're seeing how real this move is. Again, I'm going to go into a lower time frame here and seeing what kind of a building on we are going on here. Again, is this oversold bounce volume so far, you know, but we're seeing if this drying can be confirmed that it's over. This drying, this selling can be confirmed it's over by a dry up in the bear volume. Now, since we were just looking at it, let's now see. Did Ethereum? Yeah, Ethereum had a little spike there. Okay, so what is this? Okay, so Bitcoin longs. Oh, look at that. So Bitcoin longs broke through, right? Look at that. They broke through. Oh, interesting. So Bitcoin longs are loading right now. What is going on with our shorts? Oh, Bitcoin shorts is also loading right now. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Okay. Yeah. All-time high. Yeah. Hold on. I gotta go to the Bollingers. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Here we go. Where are we? 40. Are we there yet? Are we there yet? Where the heck is it? Boom. 47. Okay. So, yeah, this is the line. So, we're getting very close now to all-time high. Right there. Very close. And our longs are also loading. And Bitcoin's also moved 100, 200. So $200 in the past 10 minutes. Wow, this is all in response to the CBOE thing. Well, this is moving here. Something's happening. Something's definitely happening. Now, sure, shorts. Look at shorts. They're loading. Are they loading into this? Are they actually adding into this? Are they buying into this bullish pop here in Bitcoin? Wow, look at this, huh? How high are we going here? What's going on here? Wow, was that the real suck out? Wow. Look at this. Now look at this. Shorts haven't budged. Longs haven't budged. Oh, baby. Now watch this wick. That was some serious volume that just came in there. Watch this wick. Do we get any liquidations on that one at all? You go to an hourly time frame on the shorts. Yeah, good timing for the show, huh? This is pretty hot action here. Stay with us for a while at least. Oh, come on, computer. You're so slow. There we go. Hourly. Okay, so yeah, shorts. See, yes, shorts are still comfortable in their trade right now, and longs are still comfortable in their trade. Wow, this volume is significant here. So now some people are taking profit. Okay, the bar is still green. The wick is getting bigger. Again, I'm on the 5 minute here. I'm really close time frame here, but we're seeing this movement here. We're seeing what got caught off guard here. The shorts are loading now. Shorts took positions. Shorts took positions in 6100s area here, and now they're basically stuck. They're stuck, and the price action. They're trying to push this down. Up. See now, longs are starting to take a little money off the table. Let me go to a lower time frame in longs too. Go back to our hourly. Something's going on here. This could be more substantial than just a little pump here. Did some crazy news just flow in here? Oh, you know what it is? This all that new MJ money that just got thrown into Bitcoin right here. Wow, that was amazing. We just went from longs liquidating to shorts liquidating. I don't remember the last time we did that fast. When was the last time we did that fast? Wow. Oh, does the SEC say something? Hold on. Nope, that's not it. Yeah, they transferred from Tilray to BTC. No doubt, Jay. I mean, that's literally what just seems to be happening. Is Tilray dumping right now? That was crazy. All right, so we're watching for follow through. That's what we're watching for. How real is this? This volume is crazy. I mean, granted, it's a 5 minute chart, but that was significant there. What are the marijuana stocks doing right now? Are they dumping? No, they're still holding up. They're still holding up. Tilray. God, what a crazy. Oh, look at that though. It is starting to collapse there. Interesting. NBev. Wow, 45. Yeah, there's some profit taking on some of the MJ flyers on the Nasdaq today. All right, let's see what goes on here. Who's? This is like the FOMO test, right? Who's FOMO'd into this? Wow, again, shorts, nothing yet. They've held strong. They've bought into this. Okay, longs are tiring a little bit. I just want to go back to our hourly candle and see what that looks like now. And we're 23 minutes into this hourly candle. Wow, still a great looking candle there for the hourly. Let me get rid of this here. Wow, what a reversal that was. That was amazing. Look at that. We're less than halfway through the hour, and we already put more volume in than the previous hour's candle there. Wow, this is gonna be a crazy candle here. If we don't go bullish here, then this could be a very nasty bearish candle. This is a very important candle. There, I really need to see some follow. This hold its follow through here through the hour, or else yikes. Let me go to some numbers here. Let's look at some historic data and see what kind of volume we're looking at. Yeah, I was noting our volume was slightly increasing the past day or so. We were jumping from 3.2, 3.2, 3.9, 4.1. Now we're at 4.2. Dominance has been at 55 for several days here. Okay. Market cap sub 2 billion once again. So for relatively speaking, in our market cap again, we're still flirting with 110, and on Bitcoin and overall right around 200 billion. All right, what's going on here? Are we holding up? 150. Wow, $400 right there in Bitcoin. Boom, instantly. If this holds, man, this could be a total reversal structure right here. Absolutely. And we're talking about our wicks here on our hourly too. Wow, it's a very important candle. With the next half hour to go, this candle really going to show. If this closes out very bullish, let me go. And still with shorts, nothing with shorts. Still very strong. Longs just chilling right now, trying to figure out what the hell just happened, what's happening next. Gonna wrap up in just a minute here, but let's go back in soon. Let's go to our hourly here. What did that do to our indicators? So I mean, just V, everything's a V, right? Everything's gonna be a V in our indicators. That happens so quickly. Let's look at our 4 hour. What did that do? Wow, look at that. Look at that. Stem to stern there, and then some. Boom. When was the last time that we had a 4 hour wick like that? Wow. 7% move, and this was in 2 hours. This was in 2 hours, right? Because it was the previous hour and this hour, but you could do the same thing in 2 hour candle, right? Yep, 2 hour candle. 7% 2 hour candle. Stem to stern. You know, even with that one there, we didn't even have something like that crazy. Whew. All right, guys. So drama in Bitcoin for sure. For sure. Just go quick look here. Remember, this is a very important candle. If this falls through bullishly here, this could definitely be that stability trend we're looking for here. God, that was crazy. Keeps you on your feet, doesn't it? So what did that move do? So what did that move do? Are we talking about how that bearish break brought down our indicators, put them in some oversold condition? We move back up. RSI. Wow, this was our 4 hour we were watching. Look at that. Remember talking about earlier that it was rejecting? Boom. Boom. That totally just broke bullish on the MACD. Absolutely on the 4 hour there. Chocolate Money Flow still has a little ways to go. Wow, I wonder if this is going to be just a spinning top after this 4 hour candle. Again, if this keeps pushing through, this could be really bullish here. Very important candle. Not just the 4 hour, but this hourly candle here. This can be really nice candle. Got a half hour to go on this candle here. Stay tuned, everybody. Stay tuned. All right, guys, you can find me on Twitter. I am at BigChonis. Hey, give us some thumbs up, guys, if you like this content here. This was fun. Fun talking to you guys today. I had some fun today. Please reach out to me if you have interest in my mentoring. All right. And until then, guys, stay safe. Lots of action in Bitcoin. I'm going to put up the 24-hour channel once again. I hope you guys enjoy and take some value from it. I'm still trying to figure out some of the content and whatnot I want to put on it. Kind of playing around with it. I still feel it's in a beta version, but I think it's kind of cool. And I appreciate any feedback and any ideas you guys may have. And some hot action right now in Bitcoin. So we'll see where that takes us. All right, guys. We'll stay in touch. Talk to you guys soon.